Now this is a tool I'm definitely excited for. So what's up guys, it's Adam here. In this video, this is the one I hinted at last time. I said we're gonna try out a new tool, something that was sent to me, and it's by Makeblock. It's maybe a company you've heard before, maybe you use their stuff in school. They make a lot of STEM related products, educational products. You could build robots and program them and things like that. Well, they made a laser cutter and I can't believe I get to try it out. They sent it to me, and the material you can cut can be up to 500 millimeters wide by 300 deep. And the software is on your computer. You download it. You don't need to go back to the cloud or reference some internet connection to get this thing to work. Feels like it's built well. It's got these gas lifts on both sides. There's the camera, so it looks down right in the middle of your work. So this tray slides out and you can get easily clean all the debris in there, but so far this seems really nice. Can't wait to try it out. If you've ever seen a laser cutter work, you know there can be a lot of smoke, so they included an air filter. This purifies the air, it sucks it out of the machine, cleans it up through this filter, and then you can pump it outside of your building. You put the hose from here to here, and that goes out, and I will pump it out the window over there. So far so good. I gotta say I'm impressed with the build. It feels like quality. I like how they made this filter, that smoke filter, look and match this. This isn't something you'd feel like you'd have to hide away. It doesn't have an industrial ugly look to it. You know, it looks good on a desk. In fact, it takes up your entire desk. I gotta get a cart for this, something like that. Anyway, give me a few minutes. I'll hook up the hoses, download the software. We'll get working on it. By the way, in this video, it's not gonna be a full review of everything that this machine can do. For that, I need some more time to play around with it. So in future videos, I will do full projects using this machine and we'll have some real fun with it. Right now, let's just get an idea of what we can do with it. All right, I spent some time. I got everything set up, software's loaded, ready to go. Here's a look at the exhaust. I just used some of the packing material that this came in to fill in the gap, cut a little hole out. So the fumes will go out there. We are ready to experiment, and I have the ice climbers here. Are you guys ready to try it out?
Yeah. I got my tool to put
All right.
my name on it.
So let's put this in. You want to do it? I'll let you do it. And we'll close it. Let's turn it on. So this, not that loud. I bet it's louder when it's running, but sounds kind of like a laser printer or maybe a copy machine. It's about that loud. Okay, it's connected. Finish. Look at that. There it is. Rotate it. Please enter the thickness of the material. Okay, I measured the saw and it is 16 millimeters. And then if we hit send, this first attempt got messed up. Turns out that lightweight or smooth things can move with all the vibration. I taped it down, we tried it again. This software allows you to store your settings, so you don't have to re-enter them every time you do the same cuts over. This is just one light pass with the laser, and I can adjust the settings to make it go a little deeper if I wanted. So even my kids are able to use this on their own. Now, it sounds kind of crazy at first, but they set up what's called Bring Sketch to Life, and my daughter drew this flower on a board here. She's putting it in, closing the lid, and she just pushes one button and it does the rest automatically. Now there's no computer hooked up. I disconnected it. The computer's not even on. It engraves anything in black and then we'll cut it out right afterwards. My kids really got into it and they had a lot of fun. If you happen to want a hole in the middle of it for some reason, you just draw that in red and it will cut it out. I was shocked it worked so well. It's completely practical to have this in a classroom. This laser box came with some materials we can cut things out of, and there's cardboard and basswood. There's an adhesive sticker on this side. You can see in the corner they have this like a bullseye pattern right there and there. And what happens is that camera, when you put this in, that camera will see that little bullseye code, recognize the material immediately, and set the adjust the settings for whatever you record or cutting in. So that's how that works. And they have other materials. You can do acrylic, like plexiglass, things like that, leather, and like that. Identifying material. Their website has a lot of free patterns and templates that you can download and try out. This one's a dragon puzzle. You can see there is a lot of smoke when you're cutting the wood, but the extractor and the air filter does a great job of pulling it out and getting rid of it. But it will still make a smoke smell in your office or room that you're using it in, because the wood that you cut off gases that smell for maybe a day or two. That was really quick. Look at that. I'm impressed. All right, next I've loaded up this kind of a bookcase cover design. That's a free template you can print out from the website. Then I put this MC Escher pattern on the front. It's going to engrave that. Let's see how it works. Does give you some neat ideas of what you can do with this thing. Next, I designed a little wood box in Illustrator and exported it as a DXF file. The Laserbox software does have a lot of design tools as well. I'm adding some text to the front. It's going to engrave this and then cut out the box. Has finger joints. It's pretty small and not really something I'd ever want to do by hand. It would just not be worth it. But with the laser cutter, you can make several of these boxes really easy. Did a perfect job of cutting it out. One thing I really like is there's so little waste. You can really maximize what you get out of a sheet of material. Next, we're going to try cutting some plexiglass. Now, this is something I'm really excited about, because if you've ever tried to cut plexiglass into little shapes and stuff, it's not easy and it breaks often. So let's see what happens. I'll just cut a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter square. So that is as clean as it's gonna get. This is perfect, and there's no burn, nothing. It's a nice clean edge. It's so hard to cut acrylic like that by hand. I wouldn't even try. so cool. So what do I think about this now? Being completely honest, this is one of the coolest tools I've ever used in my life. And I'm not just saying that. This is awesome. Now, definitely if you're in maybe high school shop or art class, I would tell them about this and talk to them about getting one, because it allows you to make things that you would never normally even attempt. Like just this little box that I did here, I sanded it down. I mean, I wouldn't do all these little cuts just for a little wooden box, but I spent about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, designing it on the computer, and I could just hit cut and just shoot out a bunch more. There's almost no learning curve on this. If you're familiar at all with just simple design software, I mean real simple, you can get this to work for you easily. I ran outside and smelled the exhaust outside, and there's no clouds of smoke. You do get a faint smoke smell, but if somebody was right out there smelling that, it wouldn't bother them. It has features where, you know, like if kids are using it, you open it up and immediately stops and pauses. Big thank you to Makeblock. The link's in the description if you want to check out some of the details about it and things I didn't cover. This does a lot more than I covered in this video, so I'll get more in depth and a little bit more refined in the projects in future videos. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. In the next video, we will finish up the Traveler Shield. It's gonna be done, I promise. See you soon.